Welcome to American Medicine Today, presented by the Bonati Spine Institute, featuring the internationally acclaimed inventor of the Bonati spine procedures, Alfred Bonati, MD. Now here along with Dr. Bonati, your host, Kimberly Brummel.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for American Medicine Today. I'm Kimberly Brummel. We have our friend, executive producer of AM Tampa Bay, Ethan Euchre.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Thank you for being here.
Love to be here.
And as well, we have our radio and TV senior fellow, Jeff Wagstaff.
That senior fellow there, Mr. Euchre.
No comments this week. I'm going to let you have that.
Not special fellow. Sorry.
Unspecial. That's what you are, Jeff.
No, he is very special. And across from us, we have world-renowned orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Alfred Bonati of the Bonati Spine Institute. Thank you for being here.
Let's get real, guys.
We're real all the time, Dr. Bonati.
All right. Well, on that note, actions speak louder than words, and the Bonati Spine Institute is all about results. Why does Bonati succeed where others fail? Dr. Bonati was revolutionary in his field, and he had the foresight to see the problems with traditional open spine surgery, and he set out to discover and develop his own methods and instrumentation to make that happen. The exclusive and patented Bonati spine procedures truly work. Many imitators in the industry have tried to ride on his coattails and jump on that minimally invasive bandwagon, but unfortunately, they've missed a few crucial steps, and in fact, some have reverted to using screws and plates once again. Well, there's a problem, and they're unable to do what he does because they don't have the knowledge, the experience, tools, and techniques it takes to replicate and perfectly execute his methods. That is why the Bonati Spine Institute succeeds, where many others fail and continue to have problems. A recent 5-year survey reflects a 98.75 immediate success rate with the Bonati spine procedures. And now we'll talk about the rest of today's show. We have Dr. Miller. He'll be joining us later to talk about 6 surprising things about you and your microbes.
We have a lot of microbes that apparently I was unaware of, and we're going to learn some crazy things about our microbes. So he should be a good guest.
Great. And then we'll have Dr. Patricia Lawman, and she's a co-discoverer of a cancer vaccine. So that should be very interesting.
This is legit, too. I mean, she's local to the Tampa Bay market, and this is something that they designed the vaccine for use in pets, and it's keeping pets from getting cancer. It's a legitimate cancer vaccine, and it's supposedly, well, we'll get into it, but there's implications for humans, and this could be huge.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And up first in our Back to Life segment, on the line, we have patient David Brown, and he's calling in from Tennessee. Thank you for being here with us, David.
Thank you for having me.
Why don't you describe basically what you've been going through, your pain, what types of doctors or treatment that you sought out, and then how you found the Bonati Institute, and kind of walk us through that process.
Okay. Back in 2008, I started developing quite a bit of neck pain, and I went to my primary care physician, and he had sent me over to a spine center doctor here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And I went and saw him, and he wanted to do a little bit of physical therapy, which I did proceed with no help at all. This went on for about 18 months. Mm-hmm. I pretty much had to take hydrocodone every 2.5 to 3 hours around the clock.
Now, David, let me just pause you for a second. Why did you start having neck pain? Was there a cause? Were you really active? Was there an accident? How did you start when you experiencing the pain to begin with?
A lot of it was from high school sports, and just over a period of time, I guess it caught up with me. There was no accident or injury involved other than, just the contact, I would say, from the sports.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you went to a couple of doctors. They basically just gave you the Band-Aid treatment, which is pain pills, and
right.
And I'm sure that you didn't want that to become a problem. So how did you proceed from there?
Well, actually, after I told him, hey, it's enough with the pain medicine, he said, well, the option we have is we can go in and we can put in a 6-inch incision right on the front side of your throat. We'll go in and we'll take care of the disc, put in a cadaver bone, put in a plate, and 6 screws. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, well, what will my mobilization be? He said, well, what you got is what you'll have. And that's when I said, well, I'm not going to stand for that. I appreciate your time. I appreciate what you've done for me, but it's not the option that I have. And the reason why I was able to say that is my mother-in-law is a patient of Bonati Institute also, and she had 8 surgeries prior to mine, and I saw the miraculous difference in her, and it was a no-brainer for me.
Wow, that's amazing. So obviously people in your family had already discovered, and I know he hates when we blow up his ego like this, but they already discovered the genius of Dr. Bonati. So why would you stay in Tennessee, have a cadaver bone, he's shaking his head at me, have a cadaver bone put in your neck, especially when you're going to continue to have the same limited mobility you already have? So how is that even a fix? So you got in touch with Dr. Bonati, and walk us through how you came down, your consultation, and take it from there.
Okay. Well, we left Tennessee in February 2010, came down, got a place there in Hudson. We went in for initial evaluation. Just the atmosphere, once you walk through the door, Paul was the greeter, or the main guy in the lobby there. It's like the guy is a computer. He knew your name. He knew what time you were coming. Didn't have to look at his book or anything. It was a great atmosphere. Everything was immaculate inside. Loved the color blue that's in the office.
Very soothing.
Went in and I did my initial evaluation. Went over my MRI and with Dr. Grossmith, and we sort of laid it out how we wanted to proceed with getting me relief. We ended up doing a total of 3 procedures in 15 days. I had 3 procedures in 15 days. We traveled back home on the 17th day to Chattanooga. We got about halfway, spent the night. And 45 days after my last surgery, I was back doing what I do for a living, and that's running the bulldozer.
Oh, wow. So how did the actual procedure go, though? That is always still, to this day, interesting to me, just because I'm not as close to it as Dr. Bonati is to him. It's just another day in the surgery room. But to me, it's very interesting how the procedure goes. It's the IV...
Conscious IV sedation.
Conscious IV sedation. So you're not completely out, correct, David?
That is correct. No, you're not. You're actually, in my case, and I'm sure it's every case, you're face down. You have a little window on your table. There's a screen that's underneath, a TV screen, that you can actually watch the procedure.
Did you watch?
I watched what I could. Apparently, I was in quite a bit of pain because I know that they monitor your brain waves and, they adjust the meds from it. But I got to watch part of it. And then, there was part of it that I don't remember. And, it's just probably due to just the way that I guess I handled the meds. But it was a very minimum invasive incision. You felt pressure.
And did the doctor...
There was never any pain during the surgery at all.
And did the doctor talk to you the whole time? Because that's kind of why they keep you semi-conscious, is so they can ask you to pinpoint where the pain is. Was that the case with you?
That is correct. And actually, when Dr. Grossmith went in and he was able to relieve the first procedure, it was automatic, instantaneously, boom, that symptom was gone, and you could feel it.
Wow.
As soon as it was corrected.
That's amazing. So you had instant pain relief. When the procedure was done, how long before you were kind of back on your feet? I think you already told us this, but you were back driving your bulldozer, and how long?
I was on a bulldozer 45 days after my last surgery.
That's amazing, David. Now, when you had sought out that previous surgeon who was talking about how invasive a procedure that he could do for you, where you really weren't going to be much better than you were at that time, what was the recovery time that they told you would have?
He told me 6 to 8 months.
Wow.
So were you shocked that you were back on the bulldozer in 45 days versus 6 to 8 months?
If I would have never known anyone who had been to the Bonati Institute, yes, I would have been. But knowing that my mother-in-law had been there and I saw what her recovery rate was, I was very pleased. But yes, having 3 in my neck area, I was very shocked to be able to do that.
And I'm assuming you also, just like your mother recommended Dr. Bonati to you, you would also recommend the Bonati spine procedure to others suffering neck and back pain.
That is correct. Actually, my wife's aunt has been down and had one procedure, and between the three of us and my father-in-law, I don't know that there's enough time for us to even tell you how many countless people that we have told and give information about the Bonati Institute that have gone, seek treatment, and come back and just, they don't even call it the Bonati Institute. They call it a miracle place because of the relief of pain.
See that? That's amazing.
About as good as the compliment gets.
Yeah. Well, another success story. We appreciate you joining us, David. Continued pain-free living, my friend.
All right. I thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Take care.
You too.
I love hearing those stories, Kimberly.
They never get old. It's just amazing when you hear stories like that of recovery where you're told, hey, you can go through this really invasive procedure with screws and plates, and you have 6 to 8 months of recovery, and your range of motion is going to remain as limited as it was when you first went there.
Yeah, why bother? And I know we talk a lot about miracle this and magic that.
It's not.
It isn't at all.
No,
but to someone who's in pain that is living like that, and someone like Dr. Bonati or Dr. Grossmith comes in, and it seems like magic because, you've been told by quote-unquote other experts that there's not much they can do, and then they go see somebody like Dr. Bonati.
It's that experience and technique that make the Bonati Spine Institute and the Bonati spine procedures so successful. So if you or someone you know is suffering in pain, headaches, back, neck, or sciatic pain, give the Bonati Spine Institute a call at 855-267-0482, or you can visit the website at bonati.com. Coming up after the break, we're going to be speaking with Dr. Miller, and we're going to find out about how your microbes affect you. So we'll have more on that on the flip side of the break. You're listening to News Radio 970 WFLA. Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonati created, perfected, and patented the Bonati spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonati invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonati spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonati succeeds where others fail. The Bonati Spine Institute is proud to announce more than a 94% patient-reported success rate in over 45,000 patent-protected spine surgical procedures. Call us today at 855-267-0483 or visit us at bonati.com.
All my pain is gone, gone.
Today I am totally pain-free. Nothing. No after effect.
I'm pain-free, and I have had to take any pain medication.
Today I am pain-free for the first time in over a year, and it is so awesome.
I only wish I'd known about it earlier. Right now, I am completely without pain.
Sitting here in this office right now, pain-free, eager to enjoy the rest of my life.
I am feeling great.
I feel 100% better, like a new person.
Today I feel absolutely fantastic. It's just incredible, the relief I feel right now.
Today I'm completely pain-free.
During the procedure, I literally felt the pain melt away. It was fantastic.
I feel so good.
It took care of my headaches instantly.
It's incredible. It's really incredible. It gave me my life back.
It's just wonderful.
I feel fantastic.
It is just absolutely amazing.
So I'm hoping to be climbing hills in a few weeks.